Okay, here we are then. It's 15:27 on the 17th of October 2014. I just wanted to record something before I got out of these dirty clothes that I've been wearing since the 18th of September. That's a bit of a long story, this. I can't relate it all because there's just too much content, but I'd like to begin by saying that thank you to all those who've sort of supported me through the last few months. The actual journey, I guess, started in 1951, 4th of July, when I was born, allegedly. And then, you know, things happen in life, and here I am, 63 years old. Not very well now, very tired, very weary. Still got spirit, still got fight, still got intent, good intent, I think. It's totally unrehearsed, as I'm sure you can tell. Just make it as we go along. Anyway, this chapter, I suppose, began on the morning of the 18th of September this year, when I left Chepstow in South Wales, United Kingdom, Great Britain, to fly with a friend called Malcolm Hicks from London Heathrow to Toronto, and then from Toronto on to Detroit for 2 days, and then had ongoing tickets to Seattle to pick up a boat called Dreamweaver. To tell you a little bit about Dreamweaver, she's a Van der Staat designed 41-foot ketch built in the UK about, it was actually in 1979, which is 35 years ago. Now, I had a contract, gentleman's agreement with the owner of that boat, which at that time was lying in Anacortes. I'd researched, several hundred. If I said 300, that may be pretty accurate, I don't know. It's a lot of boats. And I shortlisted it all down, I thought, and researched. I was in the UK while I was doing this. But it wasn't so much the location of the boat, it was more the boat. And I found the perfect boat, in my opinion, to do a non-stop circumnavigation of the world to commemorate the 50th anniversary of a wonderful chap called Sir Francis Chichester, who in 1966, 48 years ago, set sail from, I'm not sure, Portsmouth, I think, south coast of the UK, for his solo non-stop circumnavigation of the world attempt. I believe it was the first one, and he did it in a boat called Gypsy Moth. Specially designed boat, designed and built for him. Lucky chap. He thought. Anyway, it's my intention to do a similar voyage to commemorate the 50th anniversary in 2016, 18 months away, whereby I hope to set sail from Rio de Janeiro, in between the Olympics and the Paralympics. So I think he left Portsmouth on the 27th of August, and I was going to leave Rio on the 27th of August, exactly the same day, probably the same time, UTC, and start my solo non-stop circumnavigation of the world in Dreamweaver. That was why I was going to Seattle this time, but I stopped over in Detroit, Michigan, to see a friend and pick up a trophy for a yacht race that we all won on the Lake Huron. called the Port Huron to Mackinac race. It's sponsored by a company called Dowell's Beer. Anyway, that race was back in July. That's when I came over to see Gene Weaver and arranged with the owner, Mr. Fred Kaufman, who's a retired US Navy commander. And we agreed the price of $70,500, all agreed in writing, deposit paid. He knew I wanted that boat, and he knew that I had to realise some assets to buy that boat, because I'm not cash rich, but I'm asset rich. And I went back to the UK to realise those assets through my bank, which is Barclays Bank in UK, and they told me no problem, it'd take about 6 weeks, which is okay, there are things to do anyway. But Barclays let me a merry dance, and I didn't actually raise the cash through them in the end. I went somewhere else. So we were flying back, me and Malcolm Hicks, to Seattle, where the boat is now lying, or it's been sold, because when I'd set foot on American soil, shortly after that I was told that the boat was no longer available to me, even though I'd invested about 60,000 Great British pounds sterling, advertising the campaign, doing all the advertising, launches, TV, blah blah blah. You know, it was my money. I just had to get there and pick up the boat, shake the guy's hand, and set sail south towards Guatemala, where I hope to be there long before Christmas, where I'd park her up and then maybe return to the UK to spend Christmas with my family. My family, that's another story, you know. My family? Who's my family? I've got 2 kids, Rosie and Charlie Seddon. They're my family. And Rosie, my firstborn, who's 17, I think, coming up in November the 10th. I've not seen her for 14 years or more. I know, it's pretty hard. Anyway, every cloud is a silver lining, so they say, and I live in hope that one day she'll see her dad. Me, Keith Seddon. I've got a son called Charlie, and I've been seeing him. I think I saw him after 12 years. Re-established contact, having spent, I can't remember, 35,000 GB pounds sterling to go through the courts to win a legal battle to see my children. There was no reason why I couldn't see my children that I could understand, other than the fact that their mother and their grandparents, Tony Ernest Bland and Carol Louise Bland, have just been downright difficult, to say the least, in allowing me to have contact with my children, even though I won the legal right to have unsupervised, unrestricted contact with my children. I'm going to stop there for the moment. Sorry. Right, well, bugger me, again. Keith Seddon Show. It's 26 on the 20th of October 2011. Sorry about the presentation I did a couple of nights ago, but anyone who's watched it was just a bit knackered. I don't want to go through all the ins and outs of what's happened in my life in the last 6 weeks. other than to say that out of the last 42 days, I've spent, I think, 5 nights in a hotel and 37 nights sleeping rough. That was my choice, I guess, because I could have always jumped on a plane and gone home with Malcolm Hicks, but I decided to stay and do a job. Totally unrehearsed again tonight. I've just finished work. I've just finished my sandwich. I've got some seeds, some birds. I've got some roasted and salted sunflower seeds, some fruit, a couple of them, and a couple of these cheap and nasty pot noodle things. Because of America, they're about 25 times the size of everything else, and the price to match. So, what are we going to talk about tonight? I thought long and hard this afternoon about what to talk about tonight. I came up with a number of ideas. You want to see how many ideas I come up with. I come up with ideas after idea. I was going to tell you a story, and I decided that to tell you the complete story would take too long. It would probably take more than my lifetime. Which is, 63 years. I've got a problem. No, well, that's not a lie. First and foremost, I don't tell lies. I only speak the truth. Well, that's the truth. Good example, I'm drinking a cup of tea. Lipton's tea, my favourite beverage. Well, not Lipton's, but tea. It's no milk, no sugar, it's just tea. It's natural. A bit like masturbation. Oh, sorry, I have got a bottle of rum here, look, Captain Morgan Black. Dark rum is one of my favourite drinks. But I don't really like alcohol, if I'm honest. I used to love it. I could do 14, 15, 16, 20 pints a day of things like Guinness and Smithwick's or Murphy's or Boddington's or anything I wanted, because I used to like getting pissed, or intoxicated, drunk, tipsy, merry, happy, I don't know, whatever word you want to use. But fancy a fucking swig now, actually. You'll see my face, I don't actually like it. Oh, I didn't actually I stuck my tongue in it, wet my tongue, and I've had that a long time. And the reason why I got it is because I'm not advertised for free. Captain Morgan can pay me for this if they see it. This is Captain Morgan Black Spiced Rum, and I bought it in a gasoline station. Like most gasoline stations in America seem to sell alcohol. I don't want to go there. I've also got 2 cigarettes here I've just made. And I made them for a reason, and that reason was I wanted to smoke them. There was another reason, is because even though they may look the same, they're actually very different. They both contain exactly the same tobacco, and that tobacco, as another free advertisement, it's called Amber Leaf. Smoking can damage your health, by the way, and it tells you on it, smoking kills. And I'm sure it does. It's not killed me, and I started smoking at the age of about 9. Well, tobacco that is. I was smoking other things before then, because I couldn't buy tobacco. So I was getting dry straws and smoking those. I was smoking tea leaves, which I did quite recently in prison when I went in prison. I know good old squeaky clean Keith said in prison for 2 charges of alleged terrorism. Don't want to go there either. So they drink tea and talk about terrorism, although they both begin with T. Oh, sorry, no, this starts and finishes with T. And the other one just starts with T and finishes with a M. Sometimes it can be too fucking clever for your own good. T. Terrorism, T. I really wish the Dalai Lama was here, because he'd be far better qualified, experienced and learned to do the job I'm going to do tonight, or attempt to do tonight. I have the drive, the passion, the ambition, the need, the want, the desire to do it tonight. It's not have sex with a beautiful woman, because I've had that desire for about 63 years. Fuck it, I'm going to drink. I like this, but not the conversation. I just like the capture this morning. The reason why I bought dark rum is my favourite drink is not this, but actually ginger beer. If you put a tiny little bit of this, like a capful, in a pint of ginger beer, it makes a wonderful drink. I couldn't find any ginger beer, so I've actually been drinking this in coffee. Allegedly, coffee. So it says. So I don't normally drink coffee, but when you haven't got any tea, it took me 4 weeks to find tea. This is my favourite drink. I've said that before, it's because it's my favourite drink. So I've got my tea. That's spelled T-E-A. Say it again. Tea. I've got to take sugar, but I've got some sugar, because that coffee tastes like shit, and that just makes it more palatable. I've got creamer. It's Paula Creamer. She's a very good tennis player. Saw her play live in Bangkok, or just outside. Paula Creamer. Oh, she was a darling. Played with pink balls. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that either. Sorry, Paula. No pun intended. Or was there? Sorry, Paula. All due respect, but you do play with pink balls. As do most women. Allegedly. I play with pink balls, but I play golf with white ones and yellow ones in the winter. Oh, don't eat yellow snow, by the way. It's not good for you. Back to the cigarettes. If you're not liking this, well, you can just turn it off, because I'm going to go on until I finish. I've got some speakers here. These might come in useful. Speakers, what, speakers of the House of Parliament? No, these are a couple of speakers I got from a charity shop, brilliant charity shop, run by the Salvation Army here in Michigan. Now, 2 cigarettes, 2 speakers, 2 little boys. Reminds me of Rolf Harris, the paedophile. Or is he? Because my childhood recollections of Rolf Harris were very fond memories of a fun-loving, very talented Australian. He could sing a bit, he could tell jokes. He had 3 legs apparently, but then he was known as Jake. Very good artist, very clever. Had a wonderful career. Superb entertainer like Robin Williams, Whitney Houston, Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, Eric and Morecambe. Was it Eric and Morecambe? Morecambe and Wise, sorry. 2 Ronnies. Well, the list is endless. I'm losing my drift. But I'm tired. I've just finished work. I started at 1 minute past midnight today, and it's now 22:35. So I'm coming up to my, excuse me, 23rd hour today. Not having been to bed for 2 days, praise to that. So that's 3 days, 22 hours. I've probably not been to bed for 96 hours. But you can see I'm still comptus mentis. That's Latin, it's another language. Comptus mentis. I mean, it's complete mentally okay, as in not insane, not at all. Comptus mentis. Look it up, Google it. I'm going to have to put some more water in this little kettle, because I do like my tea. I make tea in here so often, and I know exactly how much water to put in to make the tea. So when I finish this tea, I can put the cup under there, drop a tea bag in it, and press this button. It's amazing what you can do with the press of a button, just one button. believe me, ladies and gentlemen, that's all it takes to end this world. To press one little button and the planet Earth will just about be destroyed. I can't think of any reason why anyone would want to destroy a beautiful planet called Earth. There's beautiful people living on it. Planet Earth has allegedly been around for in excess of 700 million years. That means that's a long time. 700 million years. If I had $700 million or pounds, fuck, I wouldn't have a care in the world. I wonder how many minutes there are in 700 million years, or seconds, or hours, or days, or weeks, or months. It's a fucking lot. I've read it all up. Now, God apparently created Earth. I don't really want to get into religion as such. Belief, yes. Faith, yes. Trust, yes, definitely. Honesty, oh yes, definitely. That's enough of that. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you now. 2 cigarettes. Just made them before I started this bollocks. Both made with these papers which I acquired tonight. Elements. Both made with this tobacco. Both look exactly the same. Except one's a bit shorter than the other. Like my legs really. I think one's half an inch shorter. And one testicle hangs a bit lower than the other. I don't know why that is. The right one's lower than the left, so it might be looking in the mirror it's that way around anyway. So, 2 cigarettes, both with tobacco, both is exactly the same tobacco. Now, one of them actually contains an impurity. And you get impurities in tobacco when you buy pre-made tobacco cigarettes. You know, the ones that give all those government health warnings on them. You know, smoking kills you, you lose your teeth. That was an accident, by the way. It's nothing to do with smoking. Or was it an accident? It might have been an act of God. Right, 2 cigarettes. One's got an impurity in it. One's got pure tobacco. One has not. Okay. That's the messages coming in on Facebook. I'll go into on YouTube. I get a lot of followers. Anyway. 2 cigarettes, same tobacco, same paper. One's got impurities in, one hasn't. And I honestly, in all the excitement of this evening, I've forgotten which one's got the impurities in. Now, ordinary tobacco, as in pure tobacco, doesn't affect the mind. Some impurities in tobacco can affect the mind. And tobacco can affect the mind, but not in a bad way. I mean, lots of people under stress, for example, like to smoke tobacco. I noticed on TV, or heard, or witnessed a statement on TV saying that the American government is seriously contemplating allowing military personnel in active service the right to smoke as and when he or she wants. And quite rightly so, because there's a lot of stress in working for the military, and as I quite rightly know from experience, bitter experience. So, yeah, I think anyone who serves in the military is working under stress should have the right to smoke tobacco as and when they want. You see, it's not just military personnel who have stress in their lives, who have deaths in their lives, lose loved ones, lose limbs, lose sight, lose mental faculties. any human being, anyone at all, without exception, from birth until the day they die, can have stress in their life that is so severe that they actually want to kill themselves, because it's the fear of continuing to live which drives them to death. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a word called depression. Now, if you Google the word depression, I might just do it for a want of an exercise. I'm going to carry on talking. I'm not ignoring you, but I'm going to just carry on talking whilst I make myself a cup of tea. So leave this tea bag in, because this might be able to extract some more of the goodness from the tea, and make sure I can put another one in so I'm not lacking in any of the goodness. I've already pre-armed the device, and all I have to do now is press a button. Simple as that. And then wait. But that's boring, so I'm going to carry on talking. And I don't normally talk with my mouth full. I'm not going to have these cigarettes just yet. I'm still hungry. Having just finished work, I'm going to have a pretzel or two. Just take stock of what I've got. I've got some bird seed. I've got some fruit. Oh, I've got some more tobacco. Came across this today. Original blend, neutral, or sorry, natural. Natural American Spirit. Now, premium roll your own, 100% additive free natural tobacco. And I've never smoked this before, ever. So I'm giving me a choice of 3 cigarettes now. So I'll carry on talking whilst I'm brewing the tea, eating my pretzels, and wondering what this tobacco is going to be like. Well, it smells like hay. Not hay, as in the stuff that horses eat. Hay. H-A-Y. Hotel Alpha Yankee. Hay. Or hay you. It smells like straw. This is European tobacco. I've got a nose for this, as you've noticed. Not a lot of difference. If anything, I'd say that this was slightly that's more like silage. What's hay? That's silage. Oh, tea's ready. Like this one. I'm just going to take my coat off. Don't be misled by the insignia on this shirt. It's not mine, I bought it actually. I paid for it. Don't want to alarm anybody, please don't shoot me, because I'm not quite what I make myself out to be. I'm just going to walk past this camera and have a look in it. Put that there, that's on the chair. There's nobody else in this room. I'm going to prove that to you just by picking up the camera. See, this is a hotel called Red Roof. Now, Red Roof is a hotel chain, I believe. I think they're worldwide, and I can honestly say this is by far the best budget hotel I have ever stayed in my life. See, it's wonderful. It's got all the facilities all the way down to big safe, but lots of money in there. The safe's as big as the microwave, much bigger actually. Nice big fridge, big TV screen, absolutely spotless. Everything is immaculate. You see, I got my clothes back from the laundry this morning. I didn't have any clean clothes at all. All the same. I bought this shirt, this shirt, this shirt, that shirt, that shirt, the shirt I'm wearing, the trousers I'm wearing, and the coat, that one, at Salvation Army shop, and it cost me $20 for the whole lot. Oh, and that includes a pair of shoes. $20, dressed like a king. $20 is about, I don't know, £12 UK. So I'm still here. And you got oh, bathroom. There we go. Lovely little clean bathroom. See, I've been here 4 days and not even used any toilet paper yet. You can see, still got that nice little thing on it. Still got. It's just a lovely place to stay. This is the Red Roof hotel chain. I'm currently in Michigan. So, have a look. That's near Detroit, by the way. Oh no, no, Detroit's in Michigan. Right. So I'm going to put this camera back with some guesswork. If it's not right, then I'm sincerely apologise and I've been wasting my time. But I've been doing that for a long time anyway, so I might just waste a bit more. The lighting's crap, it's because the lighting's crap. I've got every single light on in here at somebody else's expense. I'm not paying for it, so I may as well use it. The heat's on full blast, or it was, so I didn't have to have the fans on, so I just got the natural residue heat. But I do apologise to Red Roof for wasting their electricity, which I know is very expensive in the UK. I'm sure it's pretty expensive worldwide. But then the cost of anything, or the value of anything, is the true value of anything, is really what someone's prepared to pay for it. Now, Maslow said that the basic human needs, or the hierarchy of needs, were food, warmth, and shelter. Now, unless we burn more and more trees and natural resources like that, I'm not sure we're going to get our warmth from, unless it's from electricity or gas or oil, which are God's given resources on this planet, but somehow seem to belong to the few, who then sell it back to the many. That's not right either. I'm getting a bit upset, so I'm going to relax for a minute, 2 seconds, or maybe 15 seconds, and enjoy my tea. So it's a bit hot. 2 cigarettes at the moment, and it's a bit like Russian roulette this, except it's not 1 in 6, it's like in 1 in 2. One of these is loaded with cannabis. Not a lot, just a little. Sorry, Mr. Daniels, Paul Daniels for his friends. Or Paul. How are you doing, son? You're not very tall, are you? But you've got a lovely wife. Which one of your millions attracted her to you, sir? Debbie. Sorry, Debbie. I'm sure you love each other, or do you just love each other's millions? Right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I can't say a certain word, got to miss that word out. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, right. One of these has got cannabis in it. Sorry, Jamie, just had to take the piss. Because you're a very rich, very clever guy. You can drive cars pretty well. You drive a lot of really privileged cars. Right. I'm going to drop them down and pick them up, throw them in the air, down my back. I don't know which one's which. Right. I don't even know where they're fucking gone. Not what on there. Hey, well, right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which way is this going to go? I'm going to go for the smallest one. So that one. Now this may or may not contain cannabis. that do contain a roach, which is a bit of cardboard stuck with tobacco getting into my mouth. I'm just going to make another roach. Very easy. Just roll a bit of cardboard up and stick it up the rear end. Whoa. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's 03:47 on Tuesday morning. Just going to turn this little lark down. Find her button. There we go. Howdy, darling. Because I don't like you first thing in the morning. Any time of day. There we go. Right. Oh, see. I hope that fucker's working because it's just let me down, but that could be a Uranus moment. I wasn't going to talk about Uranus. Then changed my mind, so I just might talk about Uranus. Have you considered the last time you saw Uranus? Do you know where Uranus is? I understand there's something very strange about Uranus. I was talking to my ex-wife, Elizabeth, who's an astrologer, and with a very straight face I said to her, with tender, loving sincerity, can I see your Uranus? And she said, you need a telescope to see it. I said, I can't go with that. It was, we had that conversation in Vancouver in July. Great holiday. Never laughed so much in all my life until recently. I prefer to laugh, if I'm honest. You know, a lot of pleasure out of laughing. Well, the other thing is, something that occurred to me, I can make love on this bed. Or wank. Masturbate, sorry. Don't like wankers. No. Too many wankers in this world. Masturbators, fine. Masturbate all day fucking long if you want. Wankers, not cool. No, wanking is not cool. Right? Masturbation is the word. Anyway, well, lost me rope stripped again. Oh yeah, I can do anything I like on that bed because I'm not worried that God's looking at me, unless of course there's a mirror in the room. Is that right? Just got to imagine that a minute. No, that's right. And you know, I don't tell lies. Well, not intentionally. I've been thinking about different words and what they mean, like cunt and bollocks and fuck, fart, picking your nose, that sort of stuff. Wanking. Masturbating. I think about masturbation quite a lot actually. I was thinking about it before I was going to do this video. And I changed my mind. Something more important to do. Fuck, what was it? Oh yeah. It still might happen. I live in hope. Waited a long time for it, 5.5 years. That fuck. Oh no, I had a fuck of the week. Sorry. Tell the truth, what happened was this. In a moment of weakness after 5.5 years of total abstinence, and I could have been next in line for the Pope, allegedly, I resisted my restraints and denial and rented a prostitute. Now, I'm rescued from the grips of captivity two beautiful people who, by definition, were prostitutes because they were working in bars and selling their bodies to men like me who bought them by the hour or whatever. And I mean, actually went with about 500 or 600, so I can't speak for all of them. And I actually bought two of them out of captivity. One was called Jasmine and the other one was called Lamai. One was a Thai, and well, still is a Thai. Well, not a family tie, not to me anyway. And there is a Filipino. Now, of all the countries I've visited, and I've been to a few, if you check out my Facebook pages, and there's a lot I haven't been to. I haven't explored the southern hemisphere at all yet. Which is why I was looking forward to jumping on Dreamweaver and being in fucking Guatemala by now. Thanks, Fred. Well, congratulations on your retirement. From what? Fred, have I really got to tell the whole world what you did when your engine overheated? Or shall I just keep that a little secret for now? This is not blackmail, Fred. I won't tell a soul over and above all those several thousand that I've already told, and I apologise for that. I was a bit pissed off with you, sir, to be honest. If I'm honest, Fred, the thought of sailing around the world scares the shit out of me. But I think it would be beautiful too. I do love boats, and I love Dreamweaver. And I wanted something to sort of retire on and be easy to maintain. Even to the very high standard that you've maintained it for over 35 years. Anyway, I digress. Well, they're talking about sex, probably. Oh yeah. What does that feel like? Sex? Well, I had sex last week. No, I can't remember. I'd have to look at the video I made. Oh, I didn't say that. I'll have to look at the video I made the day before I had the sex, and it will remind me which day I had the sex. That's what I meant to say. And it was good. Fuck, I can go all night long, girls. I can go all night long, all day long, on and on, and on, and on, and on, and on, and on, and on. I have that sort of power. I know I'm not very physically attractive, but I do have a very big cock. A very big, stutter a little bit, a very big cock. Cock! Cock! You know, nose. know, they say that men with big noses have big handkerchiefs. So there you go. I have big handkerchiefs for below their cock. Long time since I had my handkerchief washed. Anyway. How is it Bill Clinton found the only Jewish girl who couldn't remove stains? I don't understand that myself, but I read that somewhere or heard it mentioned in a bar in Michigan recently. This is tea, and I'm going to celebrate this evening this monumental occasion where I've come out of the closet and tried and put some rum in tea. It just might hit the spot. Not a lot. I'm really going to put a cap for them. And say what size of fucking cap. Oh, I'll give my best cap away. No, I lost my best cap in a golf tournament. I played golf this morning. I played like a fucking devil himself. Oh! And the guy I was with, he was more on fire than I was. Now I haven't played very much this year. I've one game in Kingston, Ontario, with a Dutch guy who's turned Canadian because he prefers to be that way than that way. Anyway, so I wasn't expecting very much, but I concentrated on my shots a little bit, and I asked a guy who should be a professional golfer some advice, and I asked him 2 questions. I asked him, I said, are you really gay, Chris, or are you straight? That was the first one. Well, it's 2 really, but I cheated. And then I said, when you were not playing that most important shot, have you ever taken it having smoked cannabis? And he just smiled at me and said, of course. And that shocked me. Shocked me. I was shocked because it shocked me. Because I thought that drugs were illegal in sport. Well, if you take cannabis and be a golfer, fuck me. But no. Can I rephrase that? If you fuck me, let's discuss fuck. Because I can. You can be fucked. Like I was fucked 10 minutes ago. I'm still fucked now. I've been feeling fucked for quite a while. I fucked that prostitute. Oh, no, she fucked me. Financially, mentally, emotionally. Oh yeah, I was well and truly fucked. I'm going to continue here. I'm going to continue on this thing. If I may continue, without being offensive or inappropriate, then I thank you. We've got an academic qualification called diploma. So I'm going to embarrass somebody here intentionally. I wrote a very nice letter and I put it on Facebook. A copy of the letter that I sent to this person. And I signed my name off Keith William Taylor Seddon, because that's my name. And I put my credentials at the end of it. But letters after my name. Which reminds me of a very old joke. Why did President de Gaulle have Greek letters on his hat? The answer Because he'd look fucking stupid with French letters on them. Well, I thought it was funny when I was about 4 years old, anyway. And that's another story, anyway. Yes, and I was wearing them. It was safe sex with that kitten. Pussy, whatever. I don't deny it. But you know, I'm not into I don't do anal sex with women because I don't do bestiality. And that's another thing I wouldn't mind talking about. Bestiality. Can't really do that in front of such a beautiful voice, though. This is Charlotte Church, by the way. Comes from South Wales in Great Britain. She was about 12, 13 years old when she was singing this. Hello, Charlotte. Oh, she's gone shy, look. Oh no, wrong button. It's the one in the middle, isn't it? Towards the top. Oh, in fact, there it is. It should be right at the top. There we go. There you go. See, the more you play with this button, the more they sing. Sorry, Charlotte. Right button, was it? Yeah, I see the smell on your face. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Anyway. Just in case there are children up, because it's 4:03. 04:03. The morning of the 21st of October 2014. I'm just going to check this fucking camera's working because I lost about 2 hours before. Yeah, there we go. When you can hear me over this, I'm going to turn it down and be, you know, it's fucking noise of women in here, really. Don't they? Shrieks a bit, guys, doesn't it? Fucking yak, fucking yak. Police, Charlotte, they're fucking big quiet, isn't it? If only you could do that to every woman, that would be fucking excellent, in my humble opinion. That said, because that happens to some guys too. So I think we should all have remote controls where we can control each other. Come on, we've got the technology, surely. Controlling each other, well, there's another fucking subject. Who controls who? Well, again, I wish the Dalai Lama was around. It's not far away, actually. He's in a neighbouring country. I think he's right in Canada. Welcome, Your Royal Highness, from a distance. What? No. Jungle drums. The Dalai Lama, 14th Dalai Lama, exiled from his country. A bit like me, isn't it? Really? I'm exiled from well, I don't feel safe in my home country because I spent more time in fucking prison there than I did out of a prison, almost, in the last 6 months. No, that's a lie. First went to prison in the UK, in real terms, you know, locked up for an indefinite period, well, not indefinite, but a long time, in a real prison in Cardiff, South Wales, where Charlotte comes from. I was there on 2 charges of, let's just say, terrorism, for want of a better word. Yeah. Terrorism. And I made a phone call. I was pissed off with London Metropolitan Police Force, who interfered in yet another unforced episode involving Tony Bland and my children. Oh, and Julia Bland got involved as well, and I guess Carol did as well. Anyway, they had me incarcerated because I made a phone call, threatened to blow them up. They interfered in yet another in vain attempt to have contact with my children after, at that stage, 11 years. I sort of, I didn't know if it might be a cry for help. No, I think when I tried to commit suicide the first time, that was a cry for help. Well, that wasn't a cry for help, that was an attempt to end my life. Telling people that I'd attempted suicide was a cry for help. Did I receive any help? God's honest answer is no. I received jack shit, whatever jack shit means. Just a bit of cannabis in this, by the way. It's medicinal cannabis. That tea strong. Oh, there's about 17 fucking tea bags in this one. Fucking hell. Oh. Ooh, oh yeah. Anyone who knows me closely, who's been in action with me during various activities, will know that in the battlefield or in any risk-taking situation, if I was to ever be hurt and required medical attention, like first aid, then this was my first aid kit. This is my first aid kit. It goes with me everywhere. It's my best friend. This will save my life. And what's in here is tobacco. Because it's a tobacco tin with which to make cigarettes, which can seriously damage your health, I know that. And in there is nothing more than tobacco. Well, I've been smoking tobacco, like I said before, for 9 years. Since I was 9, for 50 something years. 50 years, 54 years, 55 years, and a bit, like born on the 4th of July 1951. Fuck, I go on sometimes. But I love me job. That's why I've worked fucking all hours God sent me. Oh, and He sent me a fucking lot. I'm fucking lucky there.